Hello, my name is Jun, and today I want to show you one of the biggest projects I've worked on with Live2D so far, Layna Lazar. For this specific character, while I did the rigging, the art was made by the Cecile. I've linked her YouTube and social media in the description, so be sure to check it out. The goal with this model was to create an immersive character. As such, the expressions and animations made for this followed a very specific theme that I discussed beforehand with both client and artist, which I will be showing later in the video. There's quite a lot of them. Let's check out the range of her motion first. Layna has a spooky, lonely aura to her, so going with the usual bounciness of a lot of models wasn't quite what we wanted to go for. Instead, trying to keep each motion either neutral or elegant, decisive, so to speak. A lot of the movements are linked to physics parameters to later be used in other movements, so that you can, for example, use part of the body Y movements for breathing parameters, hip sway when looking left and right and such. One of the most important parts of this rig was the face, however, since as a streamer, usually the upper body is shown the most. As such, a wide variety of facial expressions was rigged, and going with VBridger here for facial details was the perfect choice. Not only did I add the usual movements that most VBridger can add, I looked at the more lesser used ones, such as being able to sneer your nose or move your jaw to the left and right. That made the tongue rig all the more hellish, especially with the high angles, but I think it was well worth the effort to add those small details that add a lot to the liveliness of the model. Aside from that, however, a lot of expressions and other toggles were also added to the rig, so let's quickly go over them. Other than normal expressions, this model has quite a lot of animations to it too, some of them toggles and some loops that were fed into the idle animation created for this. Depending on which toggle is on, some of them will show. Let me go over the cute companions added to this model first. There's 3 of them in total. Each of them have separate head movements, because I initially thought of adding them into some of the physics for tracking, but most of them ended up looking a little odd, so instead all of them got an idle animation while following the rig naturally. Aside from those little companions, there's more though. We have toggled animations that will play as an emote fitting to the character, meant to draw in and interact with the viewer, as this was an important detail to my client. These two are made to be with 2.5D in mind, so each animation is quite detailed and took a lot of time to make. I swear that book in hand nearly killed me, but the result makes me so happy to look at it that it's really worth it. Layna has also asked me for something I've never made before this. A common thing with this model, but overcoming hardships is what I live for, really. Anyhow, she asked me to animate a walking animation. These tend to look very stiff when not done right, so I looked at a ton of references and decided that I needed to make a lot of new parameters for it, and then put it into the animator to make it look natural. That alone took me like 5 days to figure out though, because I never even animated anything this big before, like, ever. Well, last but not least, Layna has quite a few toggles on her clothes, so let's quickly look over them before going to the big outfit toggles. There's an option for her to get into a suit, which comes with the glasses and ponytail shown earlier, and then there would be... And that would be everything. Live2D really helps bringing characters to life with its possibilities and techniques, which is a big part of why I love trying out new things with it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you made it that far, a like and subscribe would be super appreciated. And don't forget to check out Cecile and Layna on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever you're using. Bye bye!